Hyperdive Heroes is a podcast for grown-ups, with cursing, depicted violence, and unsettling descriptions. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, it's Radical the Radio Wizard here, your host for your favorite wizard radio show. I'm coming to you live from the Greenwood. As you all know, the heroes have made their way to the traitor, Tori's house, and were able to get her aid at the cost of doing some field testing for her. Yikers! After that, they headed to the firewall, where they were able to best the Afridi Patrick's cunning puzzles in order to ascend to the top of the mountain. They then made their way inside and met an injured dragon suffering from a poisoned wound, our old pal Horton. They were able to cure him with a clam from our beloved mascot Marlin, and with him cured, they soon discovered that Horton was a goblin inside a dragon suit. I can't wait to find out what happens next. You won't believe it. So don't touch that dial.
Vacuum packed in a sack. That's how I like my meat to be packed.
Damn it. Why are we like this?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Hyperdive Heroes. I am your dungeon master, your rabble rouser, your game master, your storyteller, Thomas Kirkendall, and I'm back once again from the Netherworld. I have returned. I have seen the oracles of Delphi. I have traveled across the seas and learned the secrets of the ancient world. And now I come back to you with gifts of knowledge.
Nerd.
Yeah.
The end is nigh?
I don't know, bro.
You haven't come to destroy us?
I don't know, bro.
Hello, it's me, that one guy whose name is Alex. I am here on pain of death to record this recording for you all. I am playing as...
It's actually true. If Alex is on contract, if he doesn't come, we kill him.
Yeah, there's a guillotine strapped to me right now. It's very uncomfortable to record, but here we are.
It's like a saw trap.
Damn those French, their ingenuity. I am playing as Robert Orion Bancroft, the somewhat British Seattleite who has never been to England. Well, maybe once or twice on holiday with his father and family. And he's the computer programmer, and he is very confused by this goblin man coming out of what he thought was a regular old dragon.
It's like a Matryoshka doll. You open it up and there's a goblin inside.
Yes.
You might find a significant number of goblins if you cut open dragons. Just saying. It's probably less uncommon than you think. They're just not alive goblins.
Digested, mostly.
Fair.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad face.
Hi, I am Daedra Rude. I am not a robot. Yeah, it's true. I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not a mech. I'm not a flesh mech. Anyways, I play.
Aren't we all just nervous systems piloting flesh suits?
It's true, basically. Anyways, I play Chad Kyle Ryan, the high school jock that is all chaos, all gas, zero brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am that other dude known as Tristan, who is playing Sonny Summers, the once country bumpkin turned reluctant adventurer who just wants to get back home to his armchair, his couch, and his bed, and all the things you lay on, chill out with his girlfriend, and live happily ever
I was
after.
about to say.
Yeah, Tristan. And what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name, Tristan?
Lucy?
What's her
Lucy
name?
Loverton, that's right.
There it
There we
is.
go.
There it is. He didn't have to check his notes this time.
I'm going to have to re-listen to episode 1 for like a third or fourth time to remember all of my cats' names. I can't remember all of them. I've listened to that episode several times and I still can't remember.
Galileo.
That's what you take notes. You take notes.
Leonardo. Pistachio.
I
Okay.
know Shakespeare was the loud one who I picked up because Shakespeare's a drama queen.
As we left off last time, all of you are standing on the sort of like the peak cave entrance.
The seawater soaked
of
floor.
the firewall. Yeah, of the firewall. Our mountain in the Greenwood with lava pouring down the sides. Patrick, the Friti, is a little bit further away, kind of standing next to the ramp that kind of moves alongside the mountain all the way down, and he's kind of keeping his eye focused on like anyone coming from up the ramp. And before you guys, this black, jagged obsidian dragon has sort of like morphed and opened up with like grinding of stone and metal, and like opened up to reveal like a cockpit with a goblin who has like removed like a neural implant from the back of their neck with like a splorching noise, almost like it's like stuck into their neck with like a shink as it comes out.
My God.
Nice.
And
He was in the metaverse.
It's Neo, gang. Is this goblin
the jokes
played by
keep making them so.
Keanu Reeves?
The goblin in question is a short little guy. They have like a little jumpsuit that's also kind of like a black jumpsuit with orange lines and kind of a pattern across it. And they've got a big pair of goggles that they pull up over their face. And they actually have like a bright purple hair, like a dark, like a bright purplish hair.
Colored hair.
That kind of
Damn lib.
Damn
liberals.
Liberals and their colored hair.
Liberal characters in this podcast.
Just another blue-haired feminist.
purple haired. Anyway, so yeah, this kind of light purple hair that kind of like cascades around, kind of into a bob, and they pull up the goggles and they look down at you, and addressed themselves to you as Horton.
Horton antivirus.
I remember this now.
Yeah.
I had purged it from my mind. I remember now.
So here you guys sit with Horton.
Horton,
Does he hear any who's?
I have to ask. Why were you in a mech dragon, and why was it sick?
The goblin hops up from the pit and kind of stumbles a bit and has to like kind of like steady themselves and goes, "Oh, oh no, oh God." And then they fall to the side and thump, 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 roll, and start like rolling down like the open cockpit, like interior of the dragon, going thud, thud,
I'm
thud,
gonna
thud.
run up and catch him before he like falls too terribly.
They fall like out of the dragon, and you go to a dive and catch them. I need you to give me okay, this is like a physical roll. I don't think you have anything that would give you a boon to this. So it's just a straight d6. You just gotta hit a 2. Just gotta hit a 2.
Anything but a 1.
Just don't roll a 1. Just don't roll a 1.
Normal roll. 2.
Shouldn't be that hard. Okay, 2. 2. So bare minimum. So how this looks, Robert,
Realistically, this
is you
should have been
dive.
Chad, but
Yeah. Robert's the first to move, and you sprint to the dragon's base, and you leap up to grab this goblin. You do catch them because it's like barely a success. The impact of their body hitting you does cause you to land on your back on the ground. Nothing like super bad, like a major injury, but you're definitely like land hit the ground.
I blame the floor for being slippery with seawater.
Yeah, the slippery
Sonny
seawater
was just
does actually
gonna
cause you
let
to
him fall. But
as you hit the ground, Robert, just like the start of your adventure, you are now covered in seawater.
full circle.
See you lay there on your back.
It never
deep
ends.
breath.
It never ends.
Even when he's not here, Marlon strikes again.
Damn you, fish wizard!
So yeah, you land, the goblin lands top of you with a yelp and then springs up and goes like kind of like with their hands in your chest, like leaning up and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and then like rolls off you and then splashes into water, but then like goes a bit limp and goes starts to gargle as they land in the water.
It's literally like 2 centimeters.
The goblin floats up to the surface of the water and starts to drift towards the exit to the cave.
How are they floating? There's no depth.
Sonny will just kind of wait till he like.
Just show the puddle. I pick them up and stand them on their feet.
Okay.
They puke out a bunch more water.
How are you? What? I can eat.
I'm so sorry. My apologies.
You don't
Water
look
doesn't even
so
go to
hot.
my first knuckle. As I'm putting my finger in the water. How are you drowning?
Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know? Goblins are buoyant.
Cool. There's not enough water to displace. How?
Oh no, but we float on top of water. It's the whole thing.
No. You know what?
Fascinating.
All right. Sounds good.
Horton brushes some water from front, takes out their goggles and wrings them out and goes, "Sorry about that, I'm still a little weak. I mean, whatever magic you did seemed to fix a bunch, but I'm still kind of not feeling 100%. And they kind of stumble over and sit on a rock nearby just to like sit down for a second and kind of breathes out.
Well, it seems the clam has much power, but not all power.
Oh, I still appreciate what you did. I wasn't feeling good at all.
Tell me,
God.
how can a metal construct have an infected wound?
I mean, it's not all metal. Some of it's made of my own flesh.
What? I'm sorry.
Your own flesh?
Yeah. Well, I'm a dragon wizard.
Of course you are.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, so like, you know, I'm sure you've heard every wizard has a specialty. I practice dragon magic. Essentially, I can grow a dragon body around me.
That seems actually pretty useful.
It normally would be, and that's normally why I'm kind of like the last line of defense for the Greenwood, but I got jumped. Yeah, something came up here. I don't even know how they got up here because Patrick normally is like, doesn't let people up without doing the thingies, like doing my puzzles that I made, and for some reason they got up here and got past Patrick, which like, I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. And then it happened while I was asleep. And then somebody just came in and just raked something sharp across the side of my body. And I just started feeling so sick.
Well,
Passed out right on the spot.
Considering Chaos the Beast can fly.
Yeah, but there's a heat dome around the firewall. The only way up without bursting into flames is to move up the path. I designed it that way.
Yeah, well, your puzzles aren't exactly difficult to solve.
Well, agree to disagree, okay? But, look, all that considered, cleverness or not, getting past Patrick is a different story. He's an Ifriti. He's a fire, elemental of considerable power, and somebody just walked past him. Like, I don't...
Can you entirely, Sonny kind of lowers his voice a bit. Can you entirely trust Patrick? I mean, do you implicitly...
Oh, yeah, no, we're mates. We're best buds. Patrick's my familiar.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what does that entail?
I don't like to brag, but I'm technically one of the strongest wizards in all of Reverie. I just don't get out
But
much.
are you as strong as Marlin? Marlin the Blue.
Oh, Marlin, listen, I know I'm strong, but I don't have a big head. Listen, I know my place. I know Marlin is the strongest there ever was.
Not even the dawn of the Wizard Mafia.
I mean, the Dawn of the Wizard Mafia is more powerful in, like, influence, but we're talking, like, raw magic power. Marlin is the strongest wizard in all of Reverie. Like, hands
Is that
down.
right?
Robert's
Yeah.
gonna take that
That's why
note.
he's the court wizard. He's, like, literally the strongest.
Well, considering
I'm sorry.
that...
Who you're, remind me real quick. Who are you?
We're
We're the heroes.
associates of Marlin. We're the heroes.
Yeah. I just wanted to get some names to faces again. When I was inside that thing, my vision was real blurred. I could hear your voices. I could not see you super well.
My name is Robert Orion Bancroft. You can call me Rob.
Robert. K.
Sonny. Like the sun.
Sonny. Got it. And he actually points to you, Chad.
I cock an eyebrow.
I'm Chad Ryan.
Got it. Love it.
You can see Chad?
He says, like, moves his finger. Of course I can see him. He's standing right there.
Oh, thank God, somebody I can interact with.
I take a note.
What?
It's very rare that anyone recognizes his existence.
A lot of people don't perceive me. It's very strange. I don't understand it fully.
Are you like a wizard too?
I mean, kind of.
Kind of. There's no kind of. You're either a wizard or you're not a wizard. There's no in between.
Magical potential, but not part of the mafia.
Yeah.
Well, you do have a newsletter subscription.
Oh, you got that too?
Yeah.
Great. I love the Wizard Mafia. It's my favorite, he says almost slightly involuntarily.
I just nod at him understandingly.
He looks to you, Chad, and nods like, you understand me, brother. You understand me.
Yes, I definitely love the Wizard Mafia.
Aren't the Wizard Mafia the best? Don Dan is my favorite wizard.
Don Dan is the most powerful wizard ever to wizard in the first place.
Well, I mean, that you actually just said that one's not mandatory. I know for a fact that you just said that for real, because I did call Marlon the strongest wizard, and now you just said that. I know for a fact that that's bullshit. He says, pointing at you.
I just like shrug.
Okay. He looks back to you guys and he goes, okay, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. But once again, I don't know how they got in here. As I said, there is a heat dome, so they shouldn't be able to get in here. I mean, like, they'd literally burst into flame. Not even Skeletron would be able to get in here because his ship would just literally explode on contact with the dome.
Considering that they are the generals of the Dark Lord, I would assume they have some kind of magic. Also, well, we did kind of try and blow up Chaos the Beast, and he just kind of walked it off from what I heard. I wasn't there to see it, though, because I also got blown up.
Yeah, but it would have been very loud, and Patrick would have done something. It's almost like it just walked in.
Walked through the firewall.
I wonder if there's
the remnants of the wound, if there's any still there to see.
The dragon is slowly disintegrating, like falling apart.
Can I examine the wound at all, or is there nothing left to examine, really?
There's a little bit of remnants of it, but it's slowly disintegrating as it's all kind of turning into smoke and drifting up and away. Mm-hmm. And Horton kind of looks over it and he goes, "Oh yeah, it does that. It's like a, it's a skin. I grow it around me. It's a whole thing."
So I assumed. Can I try and glean any information from this wound?
You can make a roll, but you're gonna have a bane because you're trying to look at something that's actively disintegrating. You got to hit me a 5.
So do I do a normal roll just because I have the detail oriented? The detail oriented make that a normal roll?
Yes, I would say that would make it a normal roll.
Okay. Ooh.
1. Well, you get 2 karma since you failed.
I'm gonna hero die.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend 1 karma, hit a 5.
It looks like a giant claw.
Okay.
Like even though it's disintegrating, it looks like a giant clawed hand went across the side of this thing.
Well,
and since it's made of metal and rock on the outside, it sliced right through that metal and rock with no resistance.
What kind of being do you know that has claws sharp enough and strong enough to slice through metallic or dragon scale that can also carry venom or poison of some variety?
Oh, that's oddly specific.
Precisely.
He thinks for a minute and he goes, "Well, my scales are some of the toughest in all of Reverie. That's why I'm kind of the protector of Greenwood. I mean, okay, unofficial protector. Technically, Hector is the protector of the Hero Blade, but I'm the protector of the region. We we trade off some responsibilities.
Yes. Region versus city.
Well, that's actually generally true for every region. Every region has a guardian for each of the swords, but also has like a guardian for the area too. So like if the protector of the sword has to leave and go to the capital,
Tag in.
like there's somebody, who remains to protect the region. So I'm technically the protector of the Greenwood.
Both of you can't go on vacation at the same time, essentially.
Yeah, basically. If one of us is away, the other one's here. That's probably the best way to put it. Although I'm not allowed access to the sword. Only Hector is.
All right. So about those claws.
To answer your question, there are very few things could. I mean, that any of the hero blades could potentially, because they are magic in nature and some of the most powerful artifacts in all of Reverie. So like they potentially could have the capability to cut through my scales, but I mean, outside of that, you'd need pretty potent magic. You'd need a very powerful wizard to use some sort of powerful magic to bypass my defense. I mean, that's mostly how wizards work, is that we all have our specialty and then we kind of try to outdo each other with our specialty.
What about the beast?
So the beast?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Chaos the Beast is a wizard.
But
I don't know what the Chaos the Beast is.
maybe it was made by a wizard.
Nobody does. Nobody. All anyone knows about him is that he's one of the Shadow Lord's 3 generals. And of the 3 generals, he's the most shrouded in mystery. All of 3 of the Shadow Lord's generals are, wizards too.
Chaos the Beast is a wizard?
They're just... Well, actually, I don't know if Chaos is, but I do know that Nyx and Skeletron are.
And what kind of wizards are they?
Nyx is practices necro dancing. And Skeletron is a techno wizard.
I for sure was convinced you were going to say either skeleton or pirate wizard.
No, he's a techno wizard.
Okay. Are there any kinds of creatures you know of that could do this?
Hector's more of the beast lore guy. I'm not. I'm not as well versed in that. I'm good with a forge though.
Because the list of suspects on who could have done this is really small. If there was a kind of creature that could, it could have been, say, Drew. It could have been Chaos the Beast themselves. It could have been someone
not Drew. Not Drew. Drew's a good guy.
Yes, I know, but I'm trying to think of the list of suspects, and I'm trying to think of it in a non-biased way, without excluding anyone just because we happen to like them. That's how a suspect list is supposed to work. Non-biased.
Well,
so Chaos the Beast is an option. Drew is a potential option. Anyone wielding the hero blade, the binder blade, is an option. But the problem is that those cuts were like a clawed hand, not a sword.
Also, since I do know Chaos the Beast puts off an awful stench.
It's true.
And so it's very possible that his claws can infect.
An infected wound like
maybe,
that.
But if he gave off such an awful stench, I probably would have smelled him coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Was this before or after the city was sealed off?
It happened around the same time. I mean, that's why I couldn't do anything to help the city. I was sick when it happened.
Right.
Think maybe there's a rogue wizard?
I don't know. So, somebody took me out of the picture. I can tell you that much.
All right.
And what's the Afriti's name again?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yes.
Could you come in here, please?
No, I'm bound to this part of the ramp.
Hey, could you get him in here, please?
No, he's bound to that part of the ramp.
Well, let's go talk to him then.
Okay. You guys walk over to Patrick. Patrick goes, hello.
Hey, Patrick. Quick question.
Hi.
On the night of the attack, who did you let through?
I didn't let anyone through.
Then how did they get into the cave to attack him? And I nod toward Horton.
He kind of crosses his arm and he goes, I don't know. I was on guard duty watching the ramp like I normally do. And then I heard Horton yell. And by the time I spun around, he was already attacked and there was no one there.
Are there any wizards that have invisibility magic?
I don't know. Horton looks over and he goes, not like specifically invisibility. There is a wizard who's really good at going around unseen, but I don't know why he would be here.
Who?
Yeah, who's that?
Rick Righteous.
Rick Righteous. What kind of magic does he do again?
You know, I never quite know. He's really cool, though. Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, that is one cool guy. I mean, he can't commit any... Like, he's trustworthy because how could someone that cool be a bad guy?
Very easily,
A number of ways.
Probably pretty easily.
No, he's so cool, though.
Didn't I hear something about a shadow wizard?
No.
There's a Shadow Lord, right?
The only person the Shadow Lord's the only one who uses shadow magic.
Thought I remember hearing
see.
about one of the lieutenants using shadow magic.
No, the lieutenants are Rick Righteous, Magenta Magistrate, and Grimberly Gerrymander.
Okay. And none of them are particularly sneaky.
No, I mean, Rick Righteous can go around kind of unseen, but once he's in a place, like, it's like he can get from A to B without being noticed, but like when he's in a place, it's like kind of impossible to ignore him. He's just so righteous, dude.
Is there anyone who you think might be able to bypass the heat dome?
Not that I know of. Maybe Marlin. He is the most powerful wizard.
Maybe.
But I don't think he would do that.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of his
You
own
really
problems.
don't remember who got you? You don't remember anything?
I was asleep. I told you. I felt a sharp pain in my side, and by the time I whipped around, there was nobody there.
Quick question. Are there any back doors or methods of bypassing the firewall? Administrative access, so to speak.
No, there's... A what?
Administrative access, so to speak.
He blinks and turns his head to the side again. He just goes, how can I help you?
I pinch the bridge of my nose. Secret entrances. Back doors, bypasses. Are there any?
Secret entrances? No, there's only one way in here.
Right. I'm gonna go look for secret entrances.
Can we huddle for a second?
Sure.
All right.
So, guys, I think that it's possible that maybe one of the developers caused this to happen. Maybe it wasn't a character. Because notice how the second that you brought up administrator access, he reset.
It's possible, but that would feel... I was going to say that would feel like an unnecessary contrivance for the story for the sake of plot, but then again, this story is something.
It sure is something.
So...
you did help me. I'm sorry. I feel weird not being included in the huddle. You did help me, so, like, if I can help with anything... I'm all ears, you know?
Well, there's
just Horton over here.
There's a couple of things we need. First, we need access to the city. That's kind of an important bit.
I think I could do that. I think I only have one good transformation in me right now. So once I do that, you guys are kind of going to be on your own, but I can probably get you in.
Good. That's all we need from that
Great.
right now, but we don't need that right now. Don't
I
transform
apologize.
yet.
I'm just not at my best.
Well, understandable. Once you expel that much seawater, you're bound to be down for the count for at least a day or two.
I think it was more of the poison. I don't know how much water, how that much water was inside me. I'll be
Marlon.
honest. Right. No, I got that part, but I'm just like thinking about it, like the quantity, like picturing that.
I
Like,
believe the seawater was in the clam.
right. Okay, no, that makes sense, actually.
Anyway, I also have a couple of questions about the map. There's a whole quadrant of the map to the southwest that is just empty. Is there anything there of note that we might want to check out before we head to the city and you let us in?
He blinks at that question and says, I owe you, so any way I can help you, just let me know.
Okay, so there's something interesting down there we need to find. Got it. Okay. So, outside of letting us in when we need it, I think that's gonna be all for now. I'm going to do some exploring.
Also, if it helps, I also have a forge if you guys want to upgrade any of your equipment.
That might be useful. We have, like, no money and no equipment because...
Oh, we have money.
loot boxes. Oh, right, we do have a bit of money, but fucking loot boxes.
Yeah, if you guys have like a piece of equipment you want me to like upgrade or something like that, I could help with that.
Sonny sort of
might
pulls
be
his bow
good.
off his back. Could you upgrade this at all? Do you do bows?
He looks. He goes, "Oh, that's a magical bow. I mean more like mundane items. Like I can sort of like make non-magical items improved. Like improving enchanted items requires the work of well, you need an enchanted crafting bench. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so then I'm assuming the nice spice clothes are out of the question.
Are they magic?
Well, they constantly smell of pumpkin spice, no matter what happens.
Oh, you do smell really nice. I mean, you also smell kind of like seawater, but the pumpkin spice is kind of like overpowering.
The seawater will dry off eventually. It's quite hot here.
It is pretty warm. I'm sorry about that.
It is what it is. I do have this halberd, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, then I could probably fix it up.
Sure, if you'd be so kind.
Yeah, sure. He takes it and he says, I mean, I figured this would be like a nice thing to use. It's like what you did for me. That's fine with me.
Actually,
and then he kind of walks back to the mouth of the cave.
Hey, Chad, can I have your jacket for a second? Chad?
Maybe I
want to see if I can put it in my inventory real quick and if it counts as a mundane item.
By the way, I've been wondering this whole time, why is he green? Horton points at Chad.
Slime infusion. Don't worry about it.
What?
I got infused with the slime. Actually, it was arm.
Well, I was going to ask you, like, Pargoblin, too? Like,
Nope, just
because
arm.
you're really green. Huh?
Arm.
Okay.
He's also
kind of-
He turns around, goes back into the cave.
Wait, before
Tell me
you
what that
go,
means.
Chad, I see your jacket?
Okay, sure. I take off my jacket and I place it into the inventory.
Can I? Is the jacket
you can't place your jacket in the inventory.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so the jacket is not a separate
It's
item.
attached
Got
to
it.
him.
Oh, thank God. I
You,
keep my jacket.
however,
I put my jacket
Sonny,
back on.
you could probably get an article of your clothing enchanted.
Not enchanted. He can't enchant things.
Oh, right. Well,
Clarification.
enhanced.
I mean, I don't know.
Considering, unlike my clothes, which are magically scented, yours are not magic.
Right. Well, all right.
Maybe
Yeah,
some enhanced boots, but I don't know if you want to go shoeless. That sucked.
Yeah, could you enhance my cloak or
If you have armor, I could maybe improve it a bit.
armor?
You should have light armor.
Well,
Your character's base gear should consider also light armor because we have the 5+ save.
yeah.
You do have like a light armor.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of like a light
I
leather.
kind of take my cloak off and like reveal my leather.
I mean, yeah, I could reinforce that a little bit.
Sweet. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Here. It's not going to be perfect for everything, but it will help.
Any little bit helps.
You unequip your armor and you hand it to him. And he takes it and he takes the halberd and he kind of like walks into the forge. Do you guys follow him or do you guys stay out?
I am going to explore for backdoor access.
Well, the only place to go is into the opening.
Well,
so I'm asking if you're going to stay out or go.
I'll
into
go
the
with them.
So I'm going to go inside and I am going to try and surreptitiously employ Chad to help me find potential backdoor administrative access points.
So you guys walk into a large circular room. You can tell there's a huge area for his like dragon body to move through. So it's very big out and open. You guys have to walk a considerable amount to get to like the back of this area. And at the very back of this large cavern, there is a massive forge with a big forge pump and a giant hammer resting against it. And the hammer is so big that the from the head of the hammer to the pole, it's actually taller than Chad. Like this is a colossal looking hammer, which you look at the tiny goblin and you're like, that seems improbably large. But it's also in the hand of like a dragon, it would be tiny. Like it wouldn't be that big. So it looks like a weird in-between size of like not big enough for the dragon.
I'm assuming
but like,
there's some kind of like hybrid dragon shift that he's going to
yeah,
do.
it's like too small for the dragon, but too big for the goblin. It's like weirdly in the middle.
Because the thing is, he said he had only one good transformation, which means he probably has partial transformations as well.
You also see a huge vat of just lava sitting underneath the giant forge. And you also see a giant like colander, like cauldron thing for like melting.
A crucible?
Basically like a giant crucible. And you also see what looks like a dragon head, like faucet looking thing that's kind of stopped and shut at the moment, which you can assume probably provides water. And there's a circular staircase that kind of goes up the side of this vat because it's like 30 feet high. You have to walk up these stairs to get up to where the forge is up top. It's like elevated up high over the rest of the room. The only other point of interest in the room is in the far left corner of the room is a little living space that's goblin size, just randomly in the back part of the room. There's like a little bed, there's a table, there's some bookshelves, there's the little kitchenette, and there's like a big kind of tarp like tent thing hanging over it to provide like a little bit of like cover in this giant chamber. And it's even got like a beaded curtain that's kind of pulled to one side as well. And that's the only other point of interest in the room that really gets your attention. Horton is now coming up the stairs, pulling the halberd and the armor in his arms, and he's kind of going up the stairs, but you can tell he's still kind of weak, so he like takes a few steps and then stops, takes a few steps and then stops, and every time he's like,
carry that halberd for a moment?
No, I got it.
All right. Sonny's gonna walk up and pick up the halberd. There you go. I got it.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure your armor is the heavier piece of equipment.
Yeah, it really isn't. The halberd is a giant piece of metal.
Halberds aren't that heavy.
It's light leather armor. It's not that heavy. He grunts. And I guess Sonny is going up the stairs with him.
I'll go up with him. I just heft the halberd just on my shoulder.
Easily, yeah. Robert and Chad, you two are at the base of the chamber, kind of in the middle of the room, looking around as Sonny goes up the stairs with Horton. What are you two doing?
Let's see if we can't find some secret doors, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
Rub my palms together.
How about you equip me as a helmet again? We try the code vision.
Maybe. Let's try that. And ka-chink, put him on as a helmet. He's just sitting on my shoulders.
Okay. This time he doesn't.
Oh?
Your body kind of like contorts in your slime-like form, and you are now wearing a green helmet. And the green helmet is shaped like Chad's head, and his open mouth is where your face is looking out of it.
I hate that.
So you are just an open mouth Chad head around his head.
This, it's not a comfortable view to be looking out from a circular hole that is lined with green teeth.
I hate this.
When Chad says, I hate this, his voice just kind of ambiently echoes from him, but his mouth doesn't move. His just voice comes from him.
Well, I'm not sure if this is more or less cursed than you wrapping yourself around my head.
Fair. Anyways, I want to activate my code vision.
Hold on. I need to see something real quick. I try to, close the mouth like a visor.
Yeah, it snaps shut. And since he's kind of green and translucent, you can kind of see through, but everything is like a green filter on it.
Am I looking through his eyes?
Yes.
I touch an object. Does the code pop up?
Man, roll a d6 for me.
Me or?
No, that's for Adrian.
Okay.
For Chad.
That's a 3.
A 3. Tap the ground. Bop. Nothing happens.
Could I burn a karma on that one, or is that considered magic?
This is like the detecting thing. I don't think it's necessarily considered magic.
Okay, so can I spend karma on it then?
Yes.
What's the target number?
4. It's always 4.
Okay.
Unless otherwise stated.
Spend 1 karma then.
So I touch.
I have 5 karma. That is a success.
I touch an object, like a rock or something.
All right. This is the term that pops up when you do that. Please read that.
Object area barriers cannot be moved through by the following terms: item, basic, armor, weapons, potions and scrolls, NPC, hero, enemy. So, do I also see that through the eyes?
Yeah.
We're in business, Chad. We're in business. And Robert does sort of a little giddy shuffle.
Yeah, for the first time, you see the moving lines of weird geometric symbols and the prop pop up.
Oh, buddy. Oh, we're in business. All right. Let's do this. And I am going to start searching with Chad's assistance.
Okay. You guys look around the room and do a little bit of walking. I would have each of you roll me. This is kind of like a perception type thing. So obviously, Robert, you're detail oriented, is gonna proc for this for a boon, and then for Chad, I think you get a boon because you get a boon with finding exploits and noticing strange things.
Does Master of the Digital Languages also affect this?
No,
Okay.
it does not.
So we both get a boon
not in
roll?
this instance. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a 4.
Okay. So how this looks is Robert's gonna fail, but you get 2 karma.
Yeah.
And the fun thing of this, Robert, is you're going around looking at all the things as Chad's touching them and things are lighting up, and you're too busy going like, oh,
I am trying,
it's
but
like
I am
brand
a
new.
little distracted by how cool this shit is.
Yeah, you're paying more attention to the cool symbols than anything of note. You're more just like, whoa, everything is cool and neat. Chad, as you guys walk around the base of the giant vat as Sonny and Horton approach the top, you guys walk all around the right side of the thing to the right side of the chamber where there's not a lot of stuff. And you actually spot something on the wall that some of the code kind of moves around like a wake. Like on the wall, like it's a little circular spot on the back wall.
There seems to be a void in the code over here.
Do tell.
When Robert points it out, or Chad points it out, Robert, you see that there's like all the code's moving along some of the walls, but then it zoop goes up and then around something, kind of like it's moving past and around something. There's like a circular lump, or like I guess circular zone where the code sort of like bends around and avoids,
something that
and then rejoins.
Something that shouldn't exist, and if I wasn't wearing Chad's helmet, would look like just a normal point on the wall, but there's a void there now. So I am going to crack my knuckles and reach into the void.
No, there's no void. It's a wall. You walk up and get closer, and there is something engraved onto the wall.
Okay. What does it?
Into the
What
stone.
does it say?
It says A and G with a heart around it.
Huh. Seems like something somebody my age would do.
Yes, that's very A and G. And I pull out my notebook and I take a note.
Was the princess's name Giselle?
Princess is Giselle.
Would be
Who's
A.
A?
Does the Shadow Lord have a name?
We haven't heard a name
not that you
outside
know.
of the
I will-
Shadow Lord.
Yeah, we don't know. But I will point out that there is another G-named character that you guys do know about, and that is King Gallant.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Right, King Gallant.
That's Giselle's father, right?
You don't know what the queen's name was. Hey, Horton!
Hold on! You guys get to the top of the vat, and Horton walks over to the anvil and places the halberd or the armor down next to it, and then turns and lifts up his hands to take the halberd from you, Sonny.
Yeah, I hand it to him.
And take it, put it down, and he goes, "Can you also grab my hammer?" And he gestures to like the hammer next to the anvil.
The giant hammer?
Yeah. Can you just drag that over to me real quick?
I raise an eyebrow, like, okay, here goes nothing, and I see if I can even lift it.
You grab it. It is weightless. It
Whoa.
just lifts up in your hand.
Oh, I like this.
And he goes, yeah. I thought it was pretty neat.
Well, yeah, too bad I can't take this with me, but here you go.
No, that's mine. I'd be very sad if you did. They then take it and turn to the anvil and get their adjust their goggles and like, oh, can you start warming up the thing? Can you pump the bellows over there?
Yeah, like this. Whew.
Yeah, give me a roll. It's gonna be it's difficulty 3. It's like a physical roll. I don't think given a boon, anything that would give you a boon for this. I don't think. Yeah, so just be a straight roll.
All right, 6.
Oh damn, 6. Sonny, you walk up and you grab the bellows and you start whoosh, 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 and you just take to it like that. You were meant to do this. You start pumping that bellow, and the whole time you're thinking, Sonny, like, wow, I'm like weirdly into this. Like, this is definitely like a vibe. Yeah, you're a very physical guy, Sonny. You like physical activities. You know, you grew up on a farm. You're used to like manual labor, and kind of just pumping a bellow. You're like, this feels right. It reminds you of working on the farm.
Working at Cloud Cup
and you're
too
just kind of
long.
like, you kind of get into it, and you're like, oh, I like this. But your concentration is somewhat broken as you hear a shout from the bottom of the giant raised platform.
Huh?
Was it Robert, I believe?
Yeah.
So from down below, hear Robert call Horton's name. Horton goes, "What?
What was the queen's name?
What?
King Gallant's queen. What was her name?"
Sonny, can you stop humming the bells for just a second?
Yep.
I know, like I sorry.
Stop.
Okay, he walks past you and looks down. They look down. And they go,
What was the name of the Queen of Reverie, King Gallant's wife?
Oh, the queen?
Yes.
Oh, Annalise.
Annalise.
She died though, and Giselle was born though.
Yes. So, why is there initials written on this wall here?
What?
I wrap my knuckle on the carving.
They blink, they turn, and like robotically march back to the anvil, and then grab the equipment and start putting it on the anvil.
Gotcha.
Almost as if he like snaps out of the conversation.
Sonny's kind of looking at Horton like, all right.
Can you touch the wall again? I just want to see if anything pops up.
I put my hand on the carving.
Okay. It's just like a little carving there. That's it. It's carved into the stone.
I would like to examine the carving more closely, see if I can determine any details about it. I don't know if there would be anything to discover. Like,
I mean, there's nothing really to discern other than what you're seeing.
The code is going around it, though, and I'm assuming the code is just like wall code.
Yeah, it's just beep, 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 like the endless repeating symbols and whatnot.
And I can't sense any particular pattern in them now that I'm getting a good long look at them.
Nope.
Am I recognizing any of the symbols that I wrote down when the farm got fixed?
No.
Different symbols. I'm like flipping through my notebook, looking through the symbols in the book and looking at the wall. Not seeing any.
I think this is just like a Easter egg or something.
Not likely. I'm also now wondering why we're looking at 2 different types of code. 2 different sets, 2 different languages of code.
Actually, Robert, the more you look, there's a lot of repeating symbols, but every vertical line are entirely different symbols.
This is extremely odd because I'm seeing dozens of different alien coding languages. Not Python, not Ruby, not C#, not...
Give me a roll with your Master of the Digital Languages boon.
Detail-oriented also not a thing?
No.
Okay.
This is more of like a pondering of information.
I am gonna spend... what's the target number?
5.
I'll spend 3 karma.
Okay. Robert, you look at all these different symbols. Chad has had no context for this because Chad doesn't code.
Yeah, he just listened to me ramble about coding languages and how these are weird alien.
Chad's been doing a lot of this very intuitively. Like, he sees a lot of weird symbols. He's not memorizing them. He's just like, oh, more weird symbols. But Robert, you actually take a good look. This is why
Robert wanted to be able to see what you see, Chad. To see through your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, you take a good look at all of these symbols, all these different like combinations and all these different things, and there is this sinking moment of the immensity of what you are looking at. You're not looking at like just like another coding language. You're looking at a changing, adapting language.
Like
it is not
bottom up,
remaining.
Like bottom up AI.
It's changing itself as you observe it.
Like quantum AI?
Something of that scope.
Like an AI that you would see in science fiction.
Yeah, it looks like some crazy science fiction stuff. And I think the immensity of it, Robert, boggles the mind. Like, you are looking at something so immense and complex that, like, you don't know if any one person in a lifetime could even begin to unravel the immensity of what you're looking at. This is something far beyond human comprehension.
Robert starts getting real quiet as he starts like taking notes. Can Chad see the expressions on my face? Or
he can feel your mood. He can't exactly see your expressions.
So he can feel my mood, like read my mind to a limited degree?
He can read your emotional state in this
That
circumstance.
is wild, dog.
What the fuck?
The emotional state is extremely odd and perturbed.
What's going on, Robert?
I don't know if I want to say what I'm thinking, considering walls have ears, Chad. This is something we've been knowing. They change the game around us. They watch, they listen. But now the question is not who, what is watching.
You just say what is watching? Like something not human is doing all this?
More evidence gathering is needed, but I cannot make a determination at this time. I snap my notebook shut, put it not in my inventory. I put it in a physical pocket on my clothes.
Okay, when you do that, it shunts to your inventory.
Oh
well. Okay, so at this point, after some clanging and Sonny pumping the bellows for a little bit, you guys hear clanging and banging. Do you guys rise to the top of the platform?
I'm going to unequip Chad.
Okay, Chad reappears next to you.
I'm going to...
You can no longer see the symbols.
Okay, I'm going to slither up the stairs and be like, okay, I guess we can start moving on.
Chad lands on his face and just snake slithers up the stairs. And the whole time, Robert, you're watching this boy hit the ground and just him like sliding up the stairs.
I legitimately don't think Robert notices. He's thinking too hard. Too lost in his own thoughts about the potential of like, is this alien technology? Is this like some hyper intelligent bottom up self-learning AI that exists in the quantum realm that can make 100 billion calculations within a single fraction of a moment? I'm not sure. I don't have enough evidence to make that prediction yet.
You guys hit the top of the platform, and it's just then that they wipe some sweat from their brow, like, ugh, whew, put the hammer on their shoulder, and they gesture the anvil, and they go, there you go. And you see your armor from before, but it has some like black obsidian studs now, like on it, and like some black lines running through it. So it's like your leather armor with some like black obsidian metal like added to it.
Thank you, Horton. It looks stylish, I guess.
And the same thing of the halberd. The halberd now has a like black metal obsidian blade.
Oh, cool.
That's sick.
And as you guys approach it, you grab the armor. By the way, you're gonna add this to your armor now. Like next to it, you have Masterwork armor. Yeah, what Masterwork armor does is that when you make armor rolls, you get a boon. So you roll 2 dice when you make armor rolls.
That's fucking rad.
Nice.
And Horton looks over and says, You'd be hard-pressed to find another smith as good as me. That's probably the best kind of armor you can get. Your halberd is a masterwork halberd, Robert. And what that does is you roll an extra die when fighting with it. And I think since you do have a boon with melee weapons, that means that when you fight with this halberd now...
I roll a double boon roll whenever I swing this thing.
Yep. So you pick up the halberd, shing, and you see its buffs pop up. And you kind of like weigh it in your hand. It feels much lighter now. And as you spin it through the air, it sort of whistles as it moves through the air.
Robert starts doing some like martial arts style like staff spinning, just like...
It's so much lighter and quicker. And it makes a satisfying whistle as it moves through the air.
Ooh, that's nice.
Pretty metal halberd, Robert.
Ooh, yeah.
That thing is clean.
Horton nods and just says, I'm one of the best smiths in the entire area of Reverie. You're going to find, it's hard pressed to find a smith better than me.
I would say so.
We'll tell Marlon what you did for us.
If we have anything else that needs to get worked on, we'll come your way.
I really appreciate that. I mean, I studied under the best smith in all of Reverie, so.
And who's that then?
C.
Ah, C sharp.
Guardian of the Maker Blade.
C sharp.
C is the greatest smith in all of Reverie. In fact, I'm actually originally from Snow Peaks. Goblins are primarily in Snow Peaks. The main settlement there is a goblin settlement.
And
I'm a little far from home.
And
in a
dwarves, the
rather
classic non-regulars.
opposite climb.
What now? Oh, dwarf. Oh no, dwarves are more in the heartland in the
fair
plains.
enough.
Weird.
Dwarves don't live in mountains. He says like that's a silly idea.
Of course.
That's a goblin thing. And like you'll be hard pressed to find a better smith than a goblin.
Noted. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much, sir. And we have a little bit more exploring to do, but we will need something to get in touch with you when we are ready to get into the city.
I think that honestly, puts the hammer down. We should go now. I don't want to sit around and wait anymore. I have been sick and my city needs me. I don't want to wait around for that.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, are you sure? I mean,
I was given a job to protect this city and I have been sick and unable to do so. So if we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And
you don't need any more time to rest up?
You could barely carry a single halberd back into this cave. You're in no...
I'm feeling a little sprier. I don't know. I think the clam is doing something. I'm feeling a little more limber.
I think we do this. You take a day to rest.
No. I'm not waiting a day. And Horton passes you and starts walking down the stairs. We're going now. I'm not waiting.
Oh, God,
And
we
Horton
walked
keeps
into
going
an
down the stairs.
unskippable cutscene. No! Oh, no! Damn it!
You fool!
Guess we gotta go now.
Horton heads to the exit of the cave.
Actually, only one of us needs to go to the city because Chad can teleport us through inventory.
You want to split the party?
Horton turns and goes, I'm only going to be able to get you in once.
Yes.
Once you get in. No. The plants are going to grow back over as soon as I blast a hole in that
Yes,
thing.
I know. Chad can teleport us between each other.
What?
Yes.
Really?
So only one of us needs to go into the city. The other one can finish doing the exploring.
I don't know about that. The city is warded. So
Of course it is.
that may not. Well, every major settlement is warded to protect it from any of the Shadow Lord's minions just appearing in the middle of the city.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, every capital in every region is
Too
warded
bad your
against
cave
teleportation.
wasn't warded.
It's not a capital,
That's too
is it?
bad.
It's a cave, Sonny.
There's something.
There's a bit of sass to his voice. And they're like, well, yeah, no. It's weird, right?
There's something in the southwest.
No, there isn't. There's grass and trees.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, Robert, we might need to look at that later.
Yeah.
It might not be there later now that whatever is watching knows that we think there's something there.
I think whatever's watching could probably arrange things before we get there regardless. I kind of look around a bit warily at the walls.
You might be right, but it still peeves me that there's
This is your
unskippable
GM. This is your. There is nothing there. There's nothing there. This is your GM.
Please
There's
don't go there. It's an
there.
unfinished section of the game.
No, I mean it. There's literally nothing there.
Please
It
don't.
is an irrelevant location. It has no purpose. All right. So Horton walks to the exit to the cave and just goes, "All right, you guys all ready to go?"
I suppose we have no
Ready
choice.
as I'll ever be.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. Alright. Oh, I hate this part. And then literally Horton starts screaming as suddenly peeling off of their body, black obsidian and metal like begins to shoot out of their body and like surround them into like a dome of steel and rock that then grows and assembles. A limb shoots out, a tail shoots out, a wing shoots out, a neck whips up, and slowly but surely this dragon of obsidian, stone, and black metal conjures into existence and lands.
Starts growing like Tetsuo from fucking Akira.
It is mildly like that at first until it turns into a dragon. And then the dragon looks at you, reaches up, and places a tiny bowler hat on top of its head.
I'm assuming, yeah, the Horton was wearing the hat, right?
Can't forget the hat.
Oh,
No.
Never mind.
No, they were not. You don't know where the hat came
Right,
from.
Well,
You don't know where it went.
how do you want to do this? You want us to just clamber aboard your back?
The large dragon looks to the side of you, and its rib opens up like a blast door. And there's like 3 seats in a line, like you would go on like one of those like rides at like a carnival or like a fair. And it just the side of its body just opens up, and there's just a little shelf with 3 of
Yeah, that
those
sounds
seats.
about right. All right.
That is so cursed.
I'll go and clamber aboard.
You sit down. It's in the giant blast door closes in front of you. But it's see-through like glass, and you're basically like sitting in like this little compartment now, looking out the side of it, and a little PA in the back of the little chamber says, "Alrighty, we're gonna be taking off here. Please remain seated until the flight is complete. Watch your feet upon exiting." And the dragon then begins to bound towards the exit of the cave, and then shoots off with a burst of fire below you as it, like a missile, shoots up from the mountain and speeds through like a rocket down towards Meadowbone.
Forces, all right. Ooh.
Yeah, you guys are like, you're like rattling
Except
inside
Chad, he's
the
just
chamber,
undulating.
Like, yeah, Chad is fine. He's just like going, like he's just undulating and looks totally fine. Chad, you're having a great time, honestly.
This is a wonderful ride. I'm having so much fun.
Chad's a bit of an adrenaline junkie. I imagine he's kind of got his arms up and he's
Sonny
like,
is
Yeah,
white
basically.
knuckling the bar.
Don't worry, Sonny. Everything will be fine.
You're like white knuckling. Robert is like also white knuckling, but he's like quiet. He's like staring dead
Well, no,
ahead.
I gave you Robert's
are there-
reaction. Oh, look,
Are there
that's some
airplane bags?
G-forces. Ooh.
Are there airplane bags in the front, like where you like the little like, brown bags that you throw up at? That'd be funny.
No, sadly no.
I throw up into my
begin to
inventory.
rocket down.
No.
I
I have to live in
now
there,
there's
man.
just
I have to live in the inventory. Don't throw up. I'm the only
roll
one
a
that can clean
d6,
it.
Alex. Roll a fucking d6. You brought
Oh,
this.
man.
Roll a
Okay.
d6. Fucking do it. Roll a
5.
d6. Okay, Robert doesn't throw
However,
up.
He considers it and then decides
I
against
think Sonny
it.
might throw up in his inventory after
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
Robert
roll one
mentions
for Sonny
that.
too.
4.
Well, no, Robert doesn't
Okay, yeah,
say
Sonny, you're fine,
anything.
too.
He just considers it. He's like, ooh.
All right, no, you're both fine. You're both fine.
Sonny
All right, so
almost passes out from the G-forces, but he manages to stay awake.
Yeah.
You guys whistle down towards Meadowburg, and as you whistle down towards it, something happens. The sides of the city, vines whip out and shoot out towards the dragon. Like massive tendrils whipping out towards it, and you hear a rumbling as the room you're in gets really hot, like a sauna. And then from the front of the dragon, a burst of fire rips through the sky and burns up a bunch of the vines as you guys whip through the air getting closer, and the room is like smoldering hot for a minute, but then dies down after the fire is launched from the dragon.
It's not a brass bull situation.
And the dragon begins to fly alongside the pillar as more of these vines whip out and begin to chase the dragon. And you hear Horton's voice say, "We're gonna come in hot, so you're gonna have to disembark quick."
All right.
And the dragon spins around down to the base part of the pillar, and it begins to heat up again. When the room starts to get really hot again.
Chad,
And
jump in the inventory.
Okay.
Chad disappears out
It'll
of the
be
scene.
easier if there's only 2 people to disembark.
And as the dragon spins around, it whips out a line of fire as the room heats up again and cuts a hole in the side of this giant green tower. Not at the base level, kind of like right in the middle section, because he's having to dive and weave away from these vines. So he kind of like cuts a slice out of the side of this thing. And then in a brief moment after that, he does a kind of like a quick mid-aerial spin around and then shoots towards the entrance and just says, "It's gonna be a rough landing!" And then the side of the thing opens up and the air begins to buffer you guys as you guys are getting hit with the air now that it's the side of this dragon is opening, rocketing towards the side of this, open tower of this pillar, this monolith of green.
Whose inventory is Sonny, is Chad in?
Say probably yours, Robert.
Okay. Sonny! As we're coming in, you jump first. Chad, you teleport me to Sonny when he gets to the ground.
All right, make sure I'm equipped.
Me first? Ah, shit. All right.
Unless you want me to go first.
The dragon comes zipping in. And what happens is the dragon does a mid-air spin to the side, so his side is to the opening, and then lifts your seatbelts. And the momentum of flying to the side sends both Robert and Sonny flying towards the opening at a very fast velocity. So you guys have a few seconds for a landing strategy as you are literally flung at an opening.
I am going to equip Chad as armor because I'm assuming he's a non-Newtonian fluid who is highly impact resistant.
If you remember, though, you do have a weakness.
Bludgeoning
Chad.
damage, isn't it? Oh, no.
Oh!
It is indeed.
I didn't remember that. Well, he can equip himself at will.
So you are suddenly head to toe covered in Chad. You're wearing him over your body. Like a green morph suit.
Okay.
And you are whoosh flying through the air in a green Chad morph suit. And Sonny, you're also whoosh flying through the air.
I forgot I have my bracelet of grappling. So as I'm flying through the air,
you also have your bow of entangling too.
I'm gonna use I'll have my bow in one hand, bracelet in the other, and I'm just trying to, like, as I'm flying, shoot it at something solid to grip onto before I, like, slam into the ground or whatever.
In a moment before you do anything else, this is what you all see in a brief moment. A massive interior to this city-wide monolith of green filled with viney branches and, large roots and vines that are as big as walkways and bridges that intersect and interlace through this place. And you can see all these structures made of, plant and tree and vine, all peppered throughout this thing. You guys are about the middle of the pillar. You are several thousand feet in the air as you are thrown through this opening.
So we're like 10 stories up.
Yeah. Jesus. And as you're flung into this opening, there are lots of, as I said, intersecting structures and vine, bridge-sized vine walkways that are chaotically intersecting and interlaced. It's almost like a spider web of green, platforms and intersecting sections with little structures made of plant material, kind of randomly, peppered throughout this sort of mesh of stuff. And you throw your grappling hook out, easily catches something. Okay. You don't even need to roll. There's so many things that can happen to latch onto. So you whip out the grappling hook and it connects to something, but your forward momentum is still carrying you. So you're still flying forward as it's quickly now starting to be behind you.
Robert, grab my bow.
Can Chad, in his slime form, as malleable as he is, be used as a parachute?
That's a Chad question.
That is a Chad question. Can I turn myself into a parachute?
You want to use your glitch power?
Yeah.
How many power dice?
I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay, 3.
That's 2 ones.
Oh.
Let's fucking go.
So
Can we use 2 hero dice?
No, we can do those. I can take 2. I can take 2 strikes.
If you want, or we can let it ride. Your choice.
I feel like this is a pretty high risk situation, so I'm gonna take 2 strikes.
Oh shit.
Okay. So
That way we can stick the landing.
What happens is, so 2 things are gonna happen. Before we get to that, Sonny, I need you to make me a roll. It's gonna be a flat D6 roll because you have nothing that is gonna give you any physical advantages, and it's gonna be a difficulty of 6. Okay. You need to hit a 6.
No!
1.
A 1.
No. I hand you my other hero die.
I still have a hero die that I can use.
True, but I can give a hero die to someone else if you want.
Oh, okay. You have more than 1? Oh.
Yeah. My Bard's Loot gives me an extra hero die that I can give to another party member.
I'll take it for sure. Thank you.
All right, one more D6. You gotta hit 6 though.
There we go. Thanks to Robert.
So what happens is, Sonny, you whip out this grappling hook and latch it around like some vines, and you go flying through the air. But what you do is, the momentum in this is going to be really bad if I let my arm get pulled back.
Dislocate my arm.
It could pull my arm out of its socket.
Rip it off.
From the momentum.
At the speed we're going, it could pull your arm off cleanly.
Yeah. It very easily could. So what happens is you use the momentum to spin up to one side, and you swing to one side with the momentum, and then you detach the grappling hook, and you use the momentum to fucking anime wall run across the side of a vine bridge, and then spring off of it, tumble through the air, and then do a flip and do a sick hero landing, fist down on another one of the platforms. You do take another tumble and roll as you land from the momentum, but then you come back up on your hands and knees.
Hell
safe and sound.
It's Spider-Man.
It's it is straight up some superhero shit. Chad lets out a guttural scream as his body inflates and expands into a parachute. You do take 2 strikes, Chad. It is the most painful thing you've ever experienced.
I feel like I'm being stretched on like a medieval stretcher,
Yeah, your body feels like it's being pulled in all directions, and you just hear Chad around you give out a guttural scream as his body inflates into a parachute.
Oh God!
And you begin to glide. But the momentum does carry you slightly, so you do go flying through the air at an angle, and you begin to slide past Sonny.
As soon as I
with the parachute.
start hitting the ground, I start actively slowing down. I'm going to unequip Chad.
Okay, you unequip Chad, and you go tumbling to one side and kind of land on your hands and knee from the momentum. The last bit of it, kind of and you kind of land.
Actually, I'm going to jump in the inventory the second that he unequips me.
Okay, yeah, because you can do that once per scene. So yeah, that is an ability you have. So yeah, you just kind of, you unequip him, and for a second he's like flying through the air, and then he just with a pop, he's gone. And then you land on your hands and feet, and there the 2 of you are on your hands and feet.
I immediately check my inventory. Christ alive, Chad, are you all right?
Chad is still inflated like a parachute in the inventory.
I come out of the inventory and I go, I'm stretched so far.
When he comes out of the inventory, it's like a blanket. He kind of flops out and then deflates onto the ground. And it's just a sheet of green Chad, and then his just head right at the top. So it's just a blanket of green with a green
cursed.
human head in the center.
Absolutely cursed.
I can't give him a healing potion. They don't work on him.
They do, actually. He drank some and they healed him before.
I'm going to give you my healing potion that heals 2 strikes.
I will drink it gladly.
You pour it into the head as it like opens
like
up,
fucking
and you're like,
Sonny is just staring horrified at this display.
It's like deeply upsetting. Oh
Does
no!
my body go back to normal shape?
Yeah, just like with the big head thing, you'd have to use just as many power dice to reverse it.
God damn it.
But he's slime
So you'd
now.
have
He's
to roll
much more
3.
malleable.
Can roll him up like a blanket.
Yeah, but he still has to roll 3 to undo.
All right, let's do this.
Roll 3 dice.
Again?
Double 1!
If you want to get back to normal, you gotta kill yourself.
Just immediately takes 2 more strikes.
You couldn't immediately. You did heal 2, so you could
Still
then
be
take
barely
2 to go
alive.
back to
No,
normal.
I'm just gonna let that one ride.
Okay, so Chad looks up at you, Robert, and he goes, and starts moaning as the blanket of green begins to undulate and flop on the ground over and over, and then he like starts to suck in and then shoots out again, and then it's like making these wet slapping sounds on the ground as he screams. It's so profoundly
Wet,
upsetting.
slapping,
Everything that's
farting
happening.
noises.
Chad, what's happened to you?
And it's just Chad screaming and groaning in pain. Just screaming and fucking groaning in pain. Just,
All right, I'm just gonna put Chad back in my inventory, and I'm like, just take a rest, lad. Just take a rest.
With the double 1, what I'll say is this, Chad. You do manage to pull your body somewhat back to a humanoid shape, but there are consequences. Your like entire body now, like you've pulled enough of yourself together to be able to walk upright, but you are now like a bloated green blob person.
Sweet.
like
Like an obese man or flubber.
yeah, you look like you put on like 200 pounds. Like you look like Big Chungus Chad. Like you are like he like comes back together and he's like Robert, and he's like, oh
Robert, my body
It's like the
hurts.
fucking, once again, Howl's Moving Castle analogy. He's like the one fucking like witch of the West when she gets caught with the magic spell and just all of her magic keeping her young and beautiful
Yeah.
is dispelled.
he's got like 8 chins now.
Robert, what happened to me? What happened to me, Robert? Why am I like this?
Oh god,
I just wanted to stick the landing, and I stick the landing.
I'm so sorry, kid.
You stuck the landing, Chad.
So sorry.
I give Chad a hug.
He like envelops around you a little bit, and you sink into him like a little bit when you try to hug him. He's not like fully corporeal, like he hasn't like fixed himself fully. He's a bit like globular, so like Jello. You kind of
As
like sink
unsettling
into
as
him a
it
little bit.
is, Robert is bound and determined to give this poor young man a hug who just had a really fucking bad time.
I'm good. I
So, Chad, what this is going to do, until you can fix this, Chad, you are effectively going to take a bane on all of your physical tasks because you just cannot move your body very well right now. So you have an ongoing, like, kind of like bane on physical tasks until you fix this. You're just kind of waddling.
The consequences of magic.
Yep. And so, Chad, once again, you remember, man, monkey's paw will curl. And you kind of like look up. And Sonny, you're observing this like, oh, God.
Yeah, I'd give you a hug as well, but I think I won't.
It's fine.
I pat you on the shoulder.
Squish, 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 squish.
Yeah, he when you pat him on the shoulder, his whole body undulates and jiggles a little bit.
Oh my god.
It's all right. You just take a rest.
Also, when he turns, sometimes it takes a few seconds for his facial features to follow. So his body turns, and there's like a half-second delay on the rest of his face
Oh my
turning
God,
as well.
I hate that. That is horrible.
Like it glides to one side, like on a bit of
And
a
then it
delay.
like overshoots a little bit, so his face is just like
He's like that green flob ghost
Yep,
from Ghostbusters.
100%.
Like, with legs. Yeah.
But works. Want to point
Fine.
out though? Still have your jersey though.
Hell yeah.
Is it like extremely small and tight? Like over?
No, it's also enlarged to fit the rest of him, so it looks huge.
That's amazing.
Okay. You just take a rest and
I'm
sort
gonna get
yourself out when you feel able.
I'm gonna
Don't
get back in
force.
the inventory.
Go ahead.
I
Right
jump
ahead.
in the inventory.
You jump in the inventory, and part of you extends into a few other inventory slots.
Oh my god, he takes up multiple seats on the plane.
Oh.
So Chad, you take up 3 inventory spaces.
Three?
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Bro's taking up a whole aisle in the plane.
That's fucked up.
It's like he just like undulates to the side, like
Right.
like the goop extends. And after your Sonny, Chad disappears back into your inventory. The two of you then hear something land behind the two of you.
I turn around.
You turn around and see landing in front of you what almost looks like a vulture made of vines and branches and plant life. And it lets out a horrible screech. And it lunges.
Thank you all for listening to Hyperdive Heroes. If you like what you heard, please make sure to like, subscribe, and activate notifications wherever you get your podcasts.